In this video, we are going to talk about the power and the stimulatory effect of ALCAR caffeine combinations. Coming up. Okay, preliminary stuff for the way, because not only are we a highly informative nootropics faucet, nootropics information faucet, but we are also a nootropics company that focuses on particularly highly effective products, the most popular of which is the Cortex stack. That's our stack that combines uridyl monophosphate, CDP choline, artichoke extract, and Bacopa monnieri for a synergistic, powerful, motivating, verbal fluency and speed of processing nootropic experience. Get the Cortex stack. It's being called the only pre-made stack that works a highly functional mental energy and focus and motivation stack at livecortex.com. Use the coupon code 5 to get $5 off of the workhorse productivity stack, livecortex.com. Also, we're running a special on the Smarter, Better, Faster book that's ongoing. Also, this is our Nootropics protocol guide. It's basically a God guide. Tells you everything you need to know about nootropics, but it's also highly advanced in that it gives you exceptionally powerful stacks and a large quantity of very, very highly effective nootropic stacks that you can take right away and get good brain benefits from. It gives you nootropic sources, where you can get nootropics, how you can make your own capsules at home, everything you can think of to include questions answered about nootropics. There's a whole sector devoted to, can I mix racetams? How do I get the best out of modafinil? How do I prevent anxiety in relation to modafinil? Just everything you need to know about nootropics, whether you're new, you've been taking them for 2 years, or 10 years. This is the Nootropics God Guide. It's digital. Get it at livecortex.com. Save $5 by entering the coupon code 5. Okay, let's talk about ALCAR caffeine combinations. This is one of my favorite combinations to put together because it's very, very stimulatory. I mean, it's so stimulatory that I think for some folks, they're going to need to take some theanine with it because it's very, very powerfully energizing. ALCAR is a cholinergic compound that also largely improves brain cell fatty acid usage. So the brain's got basically two modes of how it produces energy. Substrates of fuel, it'll use glucose or it'll use fatty acids. Primarily you want it using glucose, and you want it using glucose kind of consistently, but you can vary it and get it to use fatty acids, and that'll provide an extra surge of good brain energy. ALCAR does that. ALCAR will directly allow the brain to use more fatty acids for usage to fuel the mitochondria, those little powerhouses of the cell, to give you more brain energy. Caffeine is caffeine. Everybody knows caffeine. It binds to a neurotransmitter receptor, improves adenosine signaling, improves dopamine signaling through adenosine signaling, turns on wakefulness, prevents tiredness. The combination of the two is very, very powerful for not only verbal fluency, working memory, focus, because of the cholinergic compounds of ALCAR, the cholinergic elements of ALCAR, but it's also very stimulatory in that ALCAR is very stimulatory for turning on brain energy via using fatty acids for brain fuel, and caffeine is also obviously, very stimulatory. The combination of the two, all right, puts the brain in a place where not only it's powerfully stimulated, but it's the kind of aniracetam-like stimulation that drives you to action, okay? Drives you to productivity, drives a person to want to get stuff done. And that's because you have usable brain energy. You've got usable functional brain energy. That's why folks are productive. If you look at the spectrum of people being productive in corporate or in your job or wherever as entrepreneurs, it's because they got a good functioning brain, okay? And the best way to do that, one of the best nootropic strategies to get a good, solid, functional brain is ALCAR and caffeine strategies. The dose range is really somewhere between 300 and 500 milligrams of ALCAR and 100 and 300 milligrams of caffeine. Work in the strategy however you want. A particularly effective strategy for me is 300 milligrams of ALCAR and then 2 shots of espresso, or 300 milligrams of ALCAR, 1 shot of espresso, and like a large cup of iced coffee, or something to that effect. You could even do 300 milligrams, 500 milligrams of ALCAR, somewhere in that dose range, and then 100 to 200 milligrams of sublingually dosing caffeine powder. Any one of those combinations will turn the brain on. Use that framework and experiment on your own. But know that this is a very, very powerful stimulatory combination. Today, I took 350 milligrams ALCAR and probably a total, so we had some espresso shots of coffee, just about 300 milligrams of caffeine. And I'm on fire. That's what prompted me to do this video. So I'm like, I'm going to go ALCAR caffeine today and just see where I'm at. It's extremely powerful. I'm going to get a ton done. My brain is turned on right now. Here's the caveat, and here's why I wanted to bring in theanine. L-theanine is an amino acid. It's the great balancer, calms the brain down. For some people, they take it with caffeine and with ALCAR, because it stacks well with both of them, to tone down the potential extra anxiety that might come from that stimulation. This is, the ALCAR caffeine stack's very, very powerful, very, very stimulatory. So if you're one of those people that might get a little anxiety, or it's just that combination is a little too stimulatory and you want to complement the stack with something that's a little calming to keep things under control. This all depends. Sometimes you might want the extra stimulation and it might not be bad for you, so it's perfect. But if you're one of those people that just needs that extra balance, the great balancing L-theanine is great to take with this combination in 200 to 500 milligram quantities. Titrate accordingly, find your sweet spot, and rock on to productivity. Talk to you next time. Hey guys, Ryan here. Thanks for watching. But if you want to take your brain game to the next level, you want to increase your focus, your verbal fluency, your mental energy, your ability to sit down and crank out work for hours at a time, secure a bottle of the Cortex Nootropic stack. Our customers are clear. This is the best pre-made stack on the planet. And hey, speaking of stacks, if you really want to take your nootropic stack game to the next level, secure the Smarter, Better, Faster book. This is a surgical guide to using nootropics for total mental dominance. You talk about stacks, we got stacks in there. Endless amounts of stacks, power stacks, verbal fluency stacks, working memory stacks. We've got modafinil strategies and everything else you can think of to include a whole sector on nootropics questions answered. Smarter, Better, Faster, the most powerful nootropics guide on the planet. livecortex.com. That's livecortex.com. We'll see you over there.